Hello, family. I'm Linnell, and this is Straight Talk. I want to speak to the ladies today, and I want to tell you about the power of the tongue. You might have heard it many times. Some people might say, oh, you talk too much. Some people might use their tongue, some women might use their tongue viciously, and others will use their tongue to build up their man. The power is in your hands, but you must consider that is a powerful tool, the tongue. It can take one man and make him feel like a king, and he can conquer the world. And it will take another man that you beat down with your tongue and always criticize. It would limit his ability. A man needs from us the encouragement we bring, along with our faithfulness, of course, but mostly the encouragement. Everything in the world is built, shaped, and fashioned to tell our black men that you are not enough. They strive daily to just reach the mark that others have set, or maybe even the ones they've set for themselves. They can be very fortunate when they have a woman at home that says, no matter what, you can do it, baby. And guess what? His head believes he can do it, and his body will perform. I just tell you, to every lady that's out there, never forget the power that you possess. You can use your tongue to build him up, or you can use your tongue to tear him down. It's your choice, and you can do it daily. One nice word a day, I call it like a little sweet kiss, a day can change his entire year, month, hour, just by giving him that one word of encouragement, that one sweet word. And don't let everything that comes out of your mouth be a complaint, a judgment, a criticism, something he could have done better, he could have done differently. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I warn you? Didn't I show you and you still didn't listen? Now look what happens. Good for you. Well, that's not the product you're trying to produce in your man. You want a king, you better treat him like a king, even if he's not acting like a king. That's the trick. Often women wait until he's acting like a king. Sometimes you got to see the king that's in him, and you got to speak to the one that's inside of him. I'll give you a couple of examples. I seen a couple, and one time it looked like she was leading him around the room like he was a puppy. I said, this is pitiful, because she doesn't recognize the king that's inside of him. Now, I happen to know the fellow, so I knew he was king material. And I was like, that's so tragic that she doesn't see the king. So another occasion, recently, I'm in a room with a couple and they're discussing, and he's talking about all of his attributes, and he was naming and claiming and talking about, yeah, he's a fly guy and this and that. And I'm going to tell you, which was heartbreaking to me, every word that came out of his mouth, she put it down. If he said, oh yeah, I can do this, she was like, barely. And he said, oh yeah, and I am fly, and I know that I've still got it. And she said, maybe, I guess. And I'm like, wow, can you imagine living under the same roof with someone who doesn't see you in the light that you see yourself? That's tragic, because this is day after day. And even if it doesn't happen daily, it's too often, no matter how frequent it happens, that's too often. Blow wind in his sail. Be the wind beneath his wings. Show him he can fly, even when he doesn't believe he can fly himself. I tell you, if you're a single man and you've made it to a level of esteem all by yourself, you had some woman in your past who made you believe in yourself. If it was your mother, your auntie, your grandmother, some woman said, baby, you can do it. So I'm passing this wisdom on to our young women, our mature women, women that are in partnerships or relationships or even desire to be. Remember, your tongue is the tool. You can either build it or you can destroy it. But it's all in the power of the tongue. Never forget that. Never forget the power of creating an atmosphere that he always wants to come home to. You know, I know a particular couple where he works a lot. And it appears like he's working because he's on his hustle. Yes, okay, I grant you. He's very motivated and ambitious. But a lot of times, he's working so I don't have to go home. He's not cheating on you. He ain't running around with another woman. Just don't want to come home. Create an atmosphere that makes him want to run to you. And I say to you, there's another person that just comes to mind. He says when he gets home, if the lights on and the bedrooms are still on, he'll drive around the block a couple of times before he goes in. I don't know how many men that happens to and that feel the same way. But ladies, do the same thing that old girl in the Bible, Delilah, did to Samson or for Samson. Let me tell you, Delilah tried, she was paid actually, to get Samson's secret to his strength because he was annihilating her people, the Philistines. He was annihilating them. And no matter what they came against him with, they couldn't win. He was a warrior to be reckoned with. And the one thing Delilah did that kept bringing Samson back, it was the atmosphere she created for him. The way she made him feel when he was with her. He got that feeling nowhere else. So even though she picked at him 3 times to get his secret, and 3 times he lied, and he said, oh, it's in this, and my secret to my strength is in that. He lied, but then she got to the point where she bugged him daily about his secret. It nagged him to death. It nagged him, he said, the scripture says, to the point of death, she was annoying. So he finally said, okay. The secret to my strength is in my hair. If my hair is cut, I lose my strength. And she turned him over to his enemy. So the power of the woman. Remember, your power is in your strength, the strength of your tongue and how you use it. And your power is also, you want your man to stay home, come home, run to you. Create an atmosphere that he cannot do without. Create an atmosphere that all he can think about through his day, no matter how tough it is, if I can just get home, if I can just get to my baby, it's going to be all right. So ladies, I've just passed on a gem to you. I hope you got it. I hope you understood it. Believe me. And if you like, try it out just one day, see how it works. And I bet you'll come back and say, sister girl, that was some truth. Thank you for hanging out with me. This is another session of Straight Talk. This is Linnell, and I will see you back here real soon. Have a good one. Bye now.